What's up, people? Welcome to part 2 and welcome back to Invest with T-Claus. My name is Tevi, and this channel is dedicated to my investment journey along with coverage on crypto, Tesla, Neo, Virgin Galactic, and ChargePoint. Come for the information and stay for the perspective. In part 1, I covered what Wonderland is and the risk-reward balance from my perspective. I highly recommend watching that first if you haven't already, but at this point, I'm going to assume that you did have done your own research and you're ready to jump in. For the record, for those of you who are new here, I'm not a financial advisor and this isn't intended to be financial advice. You can't go from a $2,000 initial investment to over $1 million potentially in a year without going up the risk curve significantly. But I would argue that for the initial amount invested, it's worth it. Obviously, your returns and how quickly you achieve certain milestones is purely dependent on how much you put in and how long you let said amount compound yields. And so ultimately, my goal here is simply to highlight the opportunity and help you scale faster and at a minimum help you avoid losing money in your attempt to get set up with the staking process. As always, I would recommend watching all the way through so you don't miss out on any pertinent information I'll be sharing. Drop the video an early like if you haven't already, and hit that subscribe button. Those are two easy ways to show your support to the channel and help it grow if you appreciate the content. All right, let's get into it. All right, so the first thing you'll need to do is acquire some AVAX. That's the native token on the Avalanche network. There are many ways you can go about doing this, but most people have a Coinbase account and chances are you do too. So buy on Coinbase. If you want to save a few dollars, you can use Coinbase Pro instead. The main difference between Coinbase and Coinbase Pro is that on Coinbase, you're buying from their treasury and therefore you pay an extra premium. On Coinbase Pro, you're buying directly from another holder on the open crypto market, and therefore you can specify your price and save on a few extra fees. I personally already have some AVAX, so really the next step is to transfer it from Coinbase to my Trust Wallet. And so to do that, first open Trust Wallet, click on Receive, then select AVAX. Click Copy to copy the address. You'll receive the confirmation at the bottom of the screen if you did it right. Simple enough, right? Next, you want to go to Coinbase and on the main page, select Send. Change the token selection to AVAX if it's on something else by default. And to do that, simply click here. It'll bring up all of the assets you have available and click on AVAX. Then enter the amount you want to send or max if you're sending it all. Click Continue. Next, paste the address in the recipient box. Here, pay attention to the notification. It provides a bit of reassurance that the address is from Trust Wallet and that you're on the right track. Click Preview Send, and there's a small network fee paid out for transacting on the Avalanche network. For the record, that's insignificant compared to what you'd be paying if you were transacting on Ethereum. Okay, so click Send now after that. Enter the two-factor authenticator code sent to your phone. Click Send, and you're done. Transactions on the Avalanche network are pretty quick, so by the time you close out of Coinbase, your funds should be available in your Trust Wallet, and at most, give it 5 minutes if the network is congested. All right, cool. You've got some AVAX in your wallet. Now it's time to buy some time. No pun intended. So anyways, for that, you'll go to traderjoesxyz.com. Here, you'll click on Trade at the top of the screen. Scroll down and click on this Connect Wallet. This will bring up Wallet Connect here at the bottom. Click on it to open the Wallet Connect portal. Select Trust from the available options. This will automatically redirect you to your Trust Wallet, and it's basically to obtain confirmation for connecting your wallet to the Trader Joe's site. The main thing to pay attention to here before you click Connect is you must ensure that the main wallet is set to Avalanche and not Ethereum. If it's on Ethereum, click on it to access the submenu and switch it to Avalanche C Chain. If you don't do this, you'll get an error message and have to start over by disconnecting your wallet. And so ultimately, just save yourself the hassle and do it right the first time. Okay, so once you click Connect, return to the Trader Joe's website, and you should now see your balance above AVAX. If for some reason you don't, simply refresh the page. Click Connect Wallet again, and it will appear. Next, change the default USDT stablecoin to the Time token. To do that, click here to access the full list of assets. Type in Time into the search window, then select it. It should be the only one that comes up. At this point, enter the amount of AVAX you want to swap into Time. Do not click on Max here. The reason being is that you will need some AVAX to approve the staking transaction fees later. And it's not like you need a lot of it. You just need about $5 worth, and that should be plenty. Worst case, if you accidentally convert it all to Time, you'll just have to buy a little bit more AVAX later, which is not the end of the world. Okay, so from here, click on Swap, then Confirm Swap. If you take too long to do this process, it'll simply ask you to accept the price update. Accept it, click Confirm, swap again. From there, you'll get redirected to your Trust Wallet automatically, where you'll approve the swap transaction. Now, this is important. Once you click on confirm here, you cannot go back. The smart contract will activate and perform the swap transaction. Again, you'll notice that there's a small network fee that you have to pay, and that's another reason why you want to keep some AVAX in your wallet. You'll then notice this little one next to the AVAX logo here, and that's basically to let you know that the contract is activated and is being executed. Once it's complete, it will go away, and that's fairly quick. If it takes longer, it's because the network is congested, so simply wait and give it some time. Once it disappears and the transaction is complete, and at this point, you'll likely need to refresh your wallet for your time balance to appear after the contract is executed. Your AVAX balance at this point will be lower, but your time balance will reflect the difference, minus fees, of course. Okay, so we're almost done, and at this point, you're ready to go stake your time and start earning those sweet, insane rebase rewards. And so to do that, you'll go to the Wonderland.money website. There you'll be greeted by the Cheshire Cat from Alice in Wonderland. It's kind of funny. Maybe a quick note here is that even though I'm doing everything on mobile, you can also do this on desktop. I just prefer a mobile version because I can switch between my apps just easier and it's more streamlined. But anyways, click on Enter App and then click on Connect Wallet. One thing that's really nice is that it doesn't really matter when during the epoch window you stake your funds. As long as before the rebase occurs, you'll earn your full reward post rebase. So that's pretty cool. So anyways, at this point, you've clicked on the Connect Wallet. That should bring you to the sub menu where you'll select Trust. By default, your main wallet is going to be on Ethereum and you want to change that. So click on Ethereum, scroll down and then select Avalanche C Chain and then click Connect. If you mess this up, you'll need to clear up the entire browser and start this whole connection process again. So again, take your time and do it right the first time. The other distinction worth noting here, since this will likely be your first time, is that instead of seeing stake time like you see it on my screen, you'll actually see approve. And so for you, you'll likely need to get through the approval process first. And so to do that, you'll click on Max to stake your full-time balance. This step gives permission to the Wonderland protocol to access your wallet and stake your time tokens. You'll only need to do this one time, and the next time you visit the website, it will always show stake time. From there, you'll get redirected to your Trust wallet to confirm the smart contract transaction. Once completed, your time balance will reflect 0, and your stake balance will be up the equivalent of what you put in, or increased by that amount. And at this point, that is it. You are done. Now, every 8 hours, your stake balance will automatically increase by the indicated next reward amount that you see here. And that's pretty much it. So I know it might seem like a lot of steps the first time you go through this and outright daunting. The documentation on the Wonderland site under staking assumes that you're proficient at transacting in crypto. And so this video here should help fill in those gaps and make it easier for you over time. The reality is, once you become proficient at this, buying AVAX, then swapping it into time, and finally staking it here on the Wonderland site will be something that you're able to do in less than a minute. The concept is the same for Olympus, except you're transacting on the Ethereum network, and so eventually I'll post a step-by-step for that as well. And with that, that is it for part 2. Don't forget to drop the video a like if this was helpful to you, and share with others who you think could benefit from it. For my newcomers, subscribe and don't forget to ring the notification bell so that you don't miss out on future videos just like this. Also, I'll occasionally provide updates on how my time is treating me under this series here, and whether or not I've reached the promised one. I can't even say with a straight face. And whether or not I've reached the promised Wonderland as the year goes on. As a reminder, the portfolio full transparency review will drop this Sunday, so come back to get the answer to whether or not I was able to outperform the stock market benchmark indexes at the close of 2021. Thank you for watching, stay humble, hustle hard, and I'll see you here in the next one.